Nowadays, steady counting up blessings. I'm on the grind, working 24/7. Got that degree, class was in session. All that work, no need for finessing. Gotta leave the past where it's meant to be. Stay in your lane now that you finally see. No need to argue, we can disagree. Be good regardless, it's a guarantee.
Welcome back to episode 3 of the Creative Space Podcast. I am CS Visuals, the host, and I am the director of this podcast. And in this week's episode, we will be talking about college. We're gonna talk about my story on how I ended up in college, challenges I faced, my favorite college memories, my major college takeaways, and my overall advice on college as a whole. So stay tuned, and this episode is going to be filmed while editing the recap video for the Jackson High game versus Ann Arbor Pioneer that I shot yesterday. Okay, so this week I wanted to do something different as well. Since I want to bring a safe space to talk about mental health to my podcast, I figured I'm gonna start each episode from now on just kind of reflecting on my mental health, where I'm at, and how my week has went. Just something simple as that to get the conversation going, and you guys can, check in, with each other, check in with me, let me know in the comments how your week went. But yeah, so this week I started journaling and being intentional about reflecting on my day. At the end of each day before I went to bed, I journaled how my day went. I journaled, kind of just how my pain was, how my therapy appointment went at physical therapy, just little stuff like that. But it helped me feel like I was productive and I was proactive, and it kind of helped my anxiety feel proactive and productive this week instead of depressive and down. So I feel like I had a decent week in terms of being productive and getting things done. I also posted 4 content videos on TikTok, so be sure to go ahead and give those a view as well. But yeah, I feel like this week I was very consistent with being mindful and being intentional and just journaling and trying to get control over some of those thoughts. So I feel like self-care was a big part of my my mental health this week, so I was intentional about my self-care. So let me know some things that you guys do for self-care in the comments, and make sure that you guys stay intentional and stay mindful of your mental health as well. So some things that people have asked me, like, what did you learn in college? And I really learned a lot. Like, that's a very it's a very broad question, to be honest, but I will answer it in a couple ways. So what did I learn in college? I learned how to fail and keep going. There was a lot of times in college that I wasn't on my shit. Like, I was distracted. I was, maybe I was prioritizing the social aspect of college more than I was the academic side. And I had to have, like, I just had to be real with myself, and like that remind myself like that wasn't who I was, and I had to stop being distracted, or I was never gonna make it out of college. I wasn't gonna graduate, and I was just gonna be there wasting time. So I definitely would say it taught me how to keep getting up and keep trying, no matter how many times you fail. Like I said, it taught me how to navigate life on my own and gaining independence. It also taught me how to manage my own time. That's what I was going to show you guys. So, this is partially because I'm an entrepreneur and because I have anxiety, but college taught me how to use a planner. So I am a big planner user. I write everything down, from the time I get up to the time I go to bed. My day is filled out in the life of a planner. So it just kind of helps me with my time management and my organization, my communication skills. I feel like having a planner is very essential. So get a planner, use it, and stay productive. I approve that message. Okay, so let's get back to, I have not done a single thing on my video, but it's okay. What was my next point? Oh yeah. So, like I said, it kind of, it taught me how to, college has taught me how to find a balance between the social life, the school life, working, and being an entrepreneur. It's definitely time consuming. It's definitely not for the weak. You definitely don't sleep a lot in college, or as an entrepreneur, but college really, you find your why. You find your grit, your motivation. You find how to be inspired. You're around a bunch of people that are, I really like college because it helps you kind of come out of your shell and meet new people. It's a very big, I look at college as a very big place to network and make connections, and to be honest, that's that would be one of my major takeaways of college is what you make of it. I know a lot of people that hated college. I know a lot of people that just went to college to party and have a good time, and I know people that struggled through college, and I know people that are still in college that are working on finishing. And college is, there's nothing wrong with where you're at in your journey with college. So, to go off of things I learned in college, it would be to communicate and how to network. One of my professors always told me, my freshman year, he told me, your net worth is your net worth. And what that means to me is basically is that you just are worth the amount of connections you can make. And I took that personal, and I try to make the most of my college experience. I feel like I was very social. I was very, I had a lot of connections. I was trying to be involved as possible in my college experience. I wanted people to recognize my face, and because when people saw my face, that means that I was making money. That I was establishing my brand. I was establishing who I was as an artist, as a creative, and I was just I was building my foundation of what is to come and where I'm at now as a creative. I knew that I wanted to make a difference, and I knew I wanted to be involved and touch a lot of people on campus, but I didn't really know how I wanted to do it at first. And then I started hanging out with me and my friend Carlos. We would always be in the Bernhardt Center, and we we would we would always go to the cafe, and that's where I met my boy Arjamar and Kendrick 97 in Cairo. And I just remember like looking back, college really has brought me a lot of connections and some of the best friendships that I've ever had in life and will ever have. Like, I met some of the most influential people in my life in college. To go off of that, kind of with the type of network type of conversation we could have. For example, Nick Lavelle. Nick Lavelle is somebody that I met my freshman year at Western, and he was doing an open mic at I remember he was doing an open mic night at the Bernhardt Center. And I remember going through the Bernhardt Center to do some homework, and I just stopped, and you know what I'm saying, I was like, oh, what's going on over there? And it wasn't really like, a big event. And I actually remember people were laughing at Nick, like, oh, this guy thinks he can sing, like, whatever, like, he just whatever, like, people, they used to hate on Nick. And like, looking back at, like, back in 2017, 2016, when I first met Nick, to looking at where he is now, like, shout out to Nick, man. Like, he really, like, overcame a lot of odds and, like, pushed through and made it. And now he's, owning more than one business. He's an entrepreneur. He's on tours left and right, and he's opening doors for people that not a lot of people would do if they were in his position. So shout out to Nick, and I appreciate everything you've done for me as well as a creator and as an artist. You're very inspirational, and I look forward to continuing to grow and work with you. But yeah, man, like, college is a big networking pool for entrepreneurs. I'm thankful that I made all the connections that I have, but I'm also even more thankful now that I have the time that I do on my hands, because it's like, I graduated. Right now I'm just in a recovering phase because I was in a terrible accident, which is fine, but in this time of healing, I'm trying to also be proactive about how I am with the entrepreneur side of things. And I feel like, yes, while I'm in the house recovering, yes, I'm reflecting on, okay, how can I heal to get better? I'm also building a stronger network as well right now, because I have time to do outreach on social media and to connect with different artists, different influencers, and find ways to learn new edits. You know what I mean? So this chapter, I'm focusing on networking and rebuilding and working for myself. So I would say that college has taught me a lot of very key, crucial things, but right now, the number one takeaway right now that I'm taking away from everything is that your network is your net worth. And you have to have a strong network in order to get where you want in life. I had a lot of mental health problems going on in college. I had a lot of some suicidal thoughts. I had some people in my life that had gone through some mental health problems. People close to me in my family, some friends in school, and both at school and at home and with myself. And I really learned the importance of mental health in college as well. And I would say that as something that I am happy that I'm self-aware about now, because I learned in like going away to college that it's okay to, you know, have these emotions and have real things going on in life and address them, because they don't just get handled if you ignore them. So I feel like college made me more aware of different aspects of life and people's different perspectives of life, and, you know, just kind of how to get through hard times. So other takeaway I would say that I got from college is college teaches you that it is okay to start over as many times as you need. And I would say that I'm in a very conflicted headspace about how I feel on people who are like, do you regret going to college, or do you regret getting your degree in social work? People ask me that all the time. Do you regret getting your degree in social work? Why didn't you get your degree in film? And they're all valid questions, but the answer is no. I don't regret getting my degree in social work, and I don't regret not getting a degree in film, because I'm still going to be able to do both of the things that I love and am passionate about. I just have to take a different route with the film aspect of it. Everything I learned as a creative has been by other creatives and by trial and error. And I feel like where I'm at right now in life is I have my degree in social work, and I'm going to pursue social work at one point in my life. But where I'm at with terms of recovery, in terms of now I'm single, now I'm, you know, I'm focusing on healing, recovering, I have a lot of time to focus on the creative aspect of things, and that's what I want to do. So In terms of advice on if you should go to college, if you should not go to college, is it okay to start over, switch majors, what if you don't know what you want to do? It is okay. You will figure out what you want to do. Fun fact, you can learn anything you want to learn on YouTube. You do not need to go to college. That wraps up episode 3 of the Creative Space podcast, talking about college. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's discussion. I hope you took away something from this video. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more content, and be on the lookout for more content coming. Episode 4 will be out next week. Thank you so much and have a blessed week.